Right on your screen, more turmoil stemming from the police shooting of Michael Brown. Peaceful demonstrations last night certainly happened. However, they also turned into violence in the later hours. Much of that violence is being attributed to outsiders. This is a developing theme for you to keep in your mind, that there may be people who aren't even from this community who are here looking for an opportunity to make trouble. Now, the question is, who's going to push back? Who will help this community make peace with the situation? One man who's trying is named Malik Shabazz. He is the national president and founder of Black Lawyers for Justice. He was at a protest last night. He's been doing it every night, and he's been increasing his role. Unfortunately, last night started out the right way. Mr. Shabazz ended the wrong way. Tear gas, stun grenades, you shouting for calm. The question is, why are you even needed in this situation? Where is this vacuum of leadership coming from?
Well, you know, I'm a lawyer. I fight police cases, but I'm here as a man and as a father figure in the community. I'm here because I'm needed, and I need others. I need men in this community and from around the country to step in and fill the gap. These young men here are not just upset about Michael Brown. These young men have no fathers. These young men, there's a social decay here. There's a police brutality issue around the country. Eric Garner in New York, you know, I fight police cases around the country. It's a big problem. And so now we need some men and those that will come in with some authority and that will help if we're going to try to bring some resolution to this situation, because there are a lot of problems here in this area also.
And you've been referring to, you need more people at the head of the parade. You need local leaders and elected officials. And you say that these troublemakers, these instigators that are baiting the police, you believe many of them aren't from Ferguson. You're saying if the problem's coming from outside Ferguson, the solution should as well. You want to see more national attention.
Well, it's a mix. There are outside infiltrators, but there's also a problem here. You see, there is a problem with the racial hierarchy here, where there's an all-white police force. There is, again, black youth who are hopeless, they're despair. Some of them really don't care. So when you mix the outside infiltrators with those here, like the youth that are on the street at 1 o'clock when all the peaceful demonstrators have gone and they want to remain out there, where are their fathers? Where are their parents? Where are the men here in this town? And so there's hopelessness, despair, a lack of men, black men, who will step in to fill the gap. This is a real problem that it starts with Michael Brown, but it goes well beyond it.
Men, women, you know, people of conscience and character to come out and help certainly needed, because it can't just be a standoff every night. Now let me ask you, as troubling as it was to see the tear gas and all the things that make television so tantalizing, you believe last night was a little bit better than nights before, true?
It certainly was, because the number of persons that got tear gas was much smaller, and you know, we were able to work last night to make sure it was better than the night before. Now I do think that the arrest of Darren Wilson would bring some resolution to the situation. You know, if everybody's crying, no justice, no peace, they would like to see some justice.
But justice is fairness. You're an attorney, you know this. But justice is fairness under law. If they don't know exactly what happened in the situation yet, you do a quick arrest.
How long does it take to establish probable cause? Probable cause don't take this long.
Probable cause is a very low standard legally. There's no question about it.
It doesn't take long to establish it for us, so why does it take so long for him?
You know, I hear a lot of that. Here's a question for you on that. If you do not like what is done to your community, okay, it's unfair, it's too quick, it's too summary,
yes, sir.
Why would you want that same standard applied to the officer?
Well, I'm not saying that it's too fast here. I think that there's enough evidence clearly for probable cause to have the arrest. I mean, he'll be out on bail, and then if he's free because he has a defense, which I don't think so, but if he is, what's the big harm? And I think right now you have a situation where it appears that he might not be charged at all. There might not be any justice at all. And then the evidence that's coming out from the state and the battle between the attorneys, it's leaving people in the air with the sense that nothing might be done.
If you were repping the officer or the police union or whoever is going to defend him, and your version of events is this guy was heated up, he came at him in the car, and when he was told to turn around and stop, he then rushed him and he had to shoot, would you be saying, yeah, arrest him and we'll take it from there?
Of course, if I was his attorney, which I'm not, of course I wouldn't. But then he will be freed and we prepare your defense and get ready for trial. But obviously, you know, we have a quagmire here. And again, it's not just this case. This has been going on 20, 30 years in our community, and now it has just exploded. It's the tip of the iceberg. And so it's not just Mike Brown, it's all the other Mike Browns that have come before this Mike Brown that have people enraged, mixed with the despair and the hopelessness and lack of justice for our youth.
Now today, during the day, there's important work to be done, right? You can't just leave it to what happens at night. You know, we all know the expression, nothing good happens the later it gets in the day. Are you going to try to get more community leaders together to join you at the head of the parade?
I've been begging the Nation of Islam. I've been begging the black church leaders here, and they've tried, but we have to do better. So we will be spending the day trying to get the community and those who need to come in from out of town to help fill the gap, because the few of us who are out there fighting to prevent these demonstrations from going negative and the outside infiltrators taking over from the good intentions and aspirations of those who are legitimately outraged, it's a bad message at this point.
Work's got to be done during the day to help the police weed out the infiltrators, so that you can have the protests and let the message not be compromised by the violence.
It's time for us to stand up.
Mr. Shabazz, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Let's hope tonight is better than last.
I appreciate you. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll be there to see you. That's
all
for
right.
Sure. Coming up on New Day.